Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pass the Scoreboard. I'm Gianluca.
And I'm Justin, and today we're doing an episode that we've both been waiting for, the World Baseball Classic. Juggy,
Yes. Yeah, as you can see, I'm very, very excited. Um, Last time we talked about the crappy Leafs, and now we're going to talk about some good baseball. It's been
man,
a few months since the World Series end, and our hearts were broken, and it's been
as rightful Canadians and Jays fans. But guess
and
what?
it, yes. All right.
The World Cup, the World Cup version of baseball is here. I think this is a very underrated event. You know what I mean? Like it's it's an event where you get so many you get the good countries of baseball, but then also kind of like the more random ones. So for me, I love it because you get to see teams from like all over the place.
All right, shall we start?
Absolutely.
So let's start. Bang. Pool A, Canada's group. We're Canadian, obviously. Let's go through the teams. We have Canada, we got Colombia, we got Cuba, we got Panama, and we got Puerto Rico. All right, Justin, how do you want to do this? Do you want to talk about like the predictions, or do you want to just go by team, look at the rosters, and see what jumps out?
We could probably do predictions at the end, but we could definitely like run through
Okay.
the rosters really quickly
Okay,
because there's
let's
what,
let's
16 teams, I think.
yeah,
So
let's try to do it fat like each roster quickly within like 2 minutes.
yeah.
Okay, let's look at Canada. Um, Justin, talk about then I'll give you my opinions. Talk about the roster. Let's go pitching first. Anything that steps out at you? We have a couple guys here, don't we?
You know what? I'll say like there's there's a couple names here, as you said. Cal Quantrill, Mike
So,
Soroka, Jamison
James
Tyon,
Paxton,
and
yeah.
then I didn't even know Logan Allen was playing for
Oh,
Team
speaking of
Canada,
Logan Allen, yeah,
to be
he's
honest. Yeah.
on Canada's roster. He's also on Panama's. Now, when I did my research, yeah, if you scroll down to Panama, you'll see Logan Allen. When I did my research, I'm pretty sure it's
There's
the same
there's
Logan
another
Allen.
one.
No, no,
Is
no, no,
it?
no. They're two. It has to be the two of the same because no other player named Logan Allen I could find. I could be completely wrong, unless I'm completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the same player.
So
Whatever.
the Logan Allen that plays for the Cleveland Guardians, he is of Panamanian. Is that how you would say it?
Yeah,
Panamanian descent.
Panamanian.
He is of Panamanian descent. So that means the other Logan Allen is probably a different one.
See, it confused me.
Uh, so wait, hold up. I know we said this would take 2 minutes for every roster, but
It's okay. Don't
we've
worry
been
about it.
we've been
This is
stumped.
important. We have to figure out who's the real Logan Allen and will he stand up?
So he is going to compete for Team Panama.
Oh, so why is
Uh,
he on Sportsnet? What the hell, man? Why
but
is he?
there's another Logan Allen.
So they're two different players, two different people.
Yeah. There's just two people that happen to be left-handed pitchers that are both named Logan Allen.
Spelt exactly
Uh,
the same.
the one that I'm the Canadian one. Uh, Funny enough, they were actually teammates because they um
Really?
they did both play for Cleveland.
Okay, you see, that's why it confused me because when I saw the pictures
Albeit
of the
albeit the
pictures,
second one the Canadian one didn't last very long.
so
Um
so we have the fake one.
yeah, we have the slightly worse one. I think the one of Panama's descent is a little better, but um yeah, so that's there to clear it up. So that's two different Logan Allens that are both left-handed. Uh they're both almost the same age as well.
You
I
see? You see
believe I
why I got
believe
confused?
they're a year apart.
Okay.
Like they're literally a year apart, and they both happened to play for Cleveland,
And they have the same name, spelt exactly the same.
and they're both left-handed pitchers.
All right. So yeah, you mentioned Jameson Talon is probably going to be the ace.
I would think so.
I
Yeah.
think they announced him to actually be the starter for the first game today, I think.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
think. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
and I think Michael Soroka is doing or how do you pronounce it? Is it Soroka? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
And I think
Soroka.
he's Soroka. He's doing the second one. Yeah.
Huh.
Our pitching
Well,
is kind of like the bullpen is kind of weak. Like
yeah. I mean,
there's a
like the
couple.
starters, the guys who are actually starters on our team actually play in the MLB like regularly.
Yeah.
Like Cal Quantrill is a starter. Mike Soroka is like 50-50 because he was an unreal starter and then he got hurt. Then he got
Yeah.
sent to the White Sox and he's been like a mediocre
Oh,
reliever.
yeah. Yeah.
Tyon's a really good starter
Ion
for
was
the
good last
Cubs.
year. He was
He's
good.
like he shoves. And then the GOAT himself, James
James.
Paxton,
Yeah.
coming out of retirement. To be honest, I had no idea that he was coming out of retirement to do this because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he doesn't play baseball anymore. The guy that they call Big Maple, he's retired. Um,
Yeah,
so it's
it's crazy.
yeah, and he's coming to play. I mean, he's not that old. He's only 37, but still,
Yeah.
like to come out of retirement to play for your country is pretty sick. And as a guy who had a pretty solid career.
Yeah. He was last in the majors when? 2023, I think.
24,
24.
24.
Okay.
Actually, so he didn't even retire that long ago.
No. There was one guy who was in the minors here. I think it was Indigo Diaz, if I'm not mistaken, who had really good numbers. Again,
Okay.
I probably should have wrote things down. But there was one person who played in the minors and he had a really good numbers. I think it was Indigo Diaz,
It was
whatever.
it might have been Wilkinson because
It might have. I
Matt Wilkinson is like this big lefty. I believe he's like 6 foot. Uh, he's not that tall. He's 6'1", but he's like 250. But the guy like chucks gas. You know what I mean? Like he just hucks the ball. I actually
other.
remember him because he played Little League for Canada.
Oh,
Like when
that's
I was
cool.
like, yeah, he played Little League for Team Canada in the world in like the Little League World Series, and I think he threw like a no hitter or something like that.
Uh,
So even
yeah,
at like 12,
Indigo
13 years old,
Indigo
throwing gas.
Diaz last season. He okay, it's pretty good. It's not like outrageous. He played 42 games in Double A for the Yankees affiliate. He had a
Hmm
2.58 ERA and a 1.108 whip. So
I mean, hey, for double A ball, I'd
that's
put
pretty
some
good.
respect on it,
Uh,
considering what do you call it? Double A is like the
the,
league that they or the
yeah,
level that they use as a transition, right? So
transition,
I,
yeah.
I would put respect on it, but yeah,
All right, should we talk about the
okay,
position players?
for
So
sure,
I'll start
for
off
sure,
here.
because there are some guys who, yeah, okay, you go ahead.
I'll start off. So obviously our best player is definitely Josh Naylor, right? In terms of offensively, um, he had a great year last year coming
100%.
over from Cleveland to Seattle. Um, and then we have a few other players that obviously play in the majors. Tyler O'Neill, isn't that the dude that always hits a home run in the first game?
Yeah, and he's like jacked. The
Yeah,
guy's like massive. He looks like he's on steroids, even though he's not. But like I've seen him, like you just look at him and you're like, whoa, that guy's huge.
yeah.
But
Then we have
and then
Josh.
there's Bo Naylor, who's the
Yeah,
brother of Josh Naylor.
Josh's brother, Edouard
Pretty good
Julien,
catcher.
Otto
Yeah,
Lopez. Otto Lopez I mean, these guys, they're not amazing major leaguers, but they are major leaguers. So, into
like Tyler Black as well.
Tyler Black, and then Denzel Clark, isn't he a prospect?
Yeah,
But
or he plays for the A's.
he played last year. I don't know if he did too well. I don't think he did too amazing.
But I mean, hey, he did play for him.
He
And then
did
Owen
play.
Casey, who made his major league debut against Toronto in Toronto.
I don't remember.
Um, he plays for the Cubs. He's an outfielder for the
Okay,
Cubs. So
okay.
I know who he is because him, uh, Eric Sarantola, who's another pitcher, and
Pitcher.
then
Yeah.
um, the Naylor brothers, Tyler Black and Liam Hicks, they all played in the same like league that I did, like travel
Oh,
league
that's
that I
awesome.
did. Again, I wasn't I wasn't as good as them. I was
They
good enough to
probably
play.
they probably dominated, no? Because if you're like,
I mean, well, and I'm also way younger than all of them, so I never would have had to see them,
so you never
thankfully.
played them.
No, 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 no. I mean, there was a guy that there's a couple guys. There's a guy on the last roster that played in the same league as me. He's only a year older than me. His name is Mitch Bratt.
Okay,
Uh, Newmarket, Ontario product. He pitched for Canada in the World Baseball Classic 2023, and he was
23.
19 years old when
That's
he flew
awesome.
for them.
That's
And
really
he
cool.
was also chucking 95 at 17, and a lot of my teammates had to deal with that because they were older than me.
95 at 17?
Yeah, him and Jonah Tong,
That's
who
almost that's
plays
almost
for the Mets.
unhealthy.
I know, but it's the guy's a freak.
All right,
So yeah, that's
that's
Team
Canada.
Canada's roster.
Let's go on to Colombia.
To
Um,
be honest, looking at these names right now,
I don't.
ooh,
I'll be honest. I don't recognize anyone
I
at the top of my.
only recognize three. So
Okay.
Julio Teheran, who used to be like maybe not a one season wonder, but he would be like that random like 4 or 5 starter that always like shoved.
Okay.
Played for Atlanta predominantly, and then Jose Quintana, obviously. Well,
Okay.
sorry, there's 5 names here because
Oh shoot.
Donovan Solano,
I don't
who I
recognize
know,
anyone.
Elias Diaz, who plays for the Rockies. How sad. And
Oh,
then
that's why I don't
Jorge,
recognize him. He plays for
yeah,
the
and then
Rockies.
Jorge Alfaro, who played, I believe he was cut like most recently by whichever team he used to play for. Might have also been, I think it was the Padres he
Yeah,
recently played
this.
for, and then he got snipped.
Okay.
Or
So
sorry,
this
it was Nationals.
so
But
this team right off the bat is probably going to struggle. We never know. Um,
that's the
with
thing. But
international tournaments, but they could surprise you.
well, I mean, you know what? I'll say this: Canada did beat Colombia in the last tournament,
And I
so
think our roster is better than it was.
oh, for
So
sure.
it was better now than it was then, I think.
You know
Really?
what? Well,
I think it's better now.
sorry guys, we're just pumping our own horns because we are Canadian. Just saying, in case nobody knew that we are
It's a,
Canadian.
it's a shame Freddie Freeman isn't playing, but
It is, but I mean, you know what? Shit happens, and honestly, I think the roster was better last time
uh,
because I think the pitching was
yeah, the
better.
pitching is very weak on Canada. It is.
Honestly, though, but the hitters and stuff are
It's
pretty much
good.
similar because
It's
it's
solid.
Toro, Julian
Yeah.
Lopez, Denzel Clark, Casey. Yeah, like the only difference is that Josh Naylor replaces Freeman, but Bo Naylor was on the last roster too, so it's pretty
Right.
much the same.
And then I would probably rather have Freeman than Naylor, but they're both really
I
good.
mean, to be honest, if I could, I'd have both of them. Let's just say that because
Yeah.
Naylor for a guy who stands at like 5'11", 215, 220, he's like extremely
Didn't
big.
he steal like 20? How many?
Yeah,
Yeah, he had
he
lots of
was
stolen bases.
the guy stole like 20 something, maybe
Yeah.
even 30 bags last year. Like talk about like no disrespect to Freddie Freeman, but he didn't steal 30
No,
bases.
yeah, he's pretty
But I
good.
mean,
All
but
right,
yeah, exactly.
let's move on to Cuba. There's a couple names here on the first off on the pitching side. We have our boy Yariel Rodriguez. Uh,
Yes, sir.
Shout out to him. We have Yohan Moncada. He plays for the Angels.
And then
Yeah,
Alexi Ramirez.
yes, that is the Alexi Ramirez. When I did my
I was
research,
gonna say, is
yes,
that the
that is
Alexi
him.
Ramirez that like
Yes.
hasn't that like he's 44, man, and he still plays
Now,
pro ball? Are you kidding me?
I will admit, it didn't show his stats, but I didn't realize on Baseball Reference that there's a link that says non-majors, and I didn't realize that until like a long way down. So I never actually saw his stats recently, but he probably must play in like winter leagues. Does he like? Let's
He
be honest.
plays for I believe it's a team in the Venezuelan league or something like
Okay,
that.
so that's like a lower tier league. No, but still, that's amazing how he
But I
still.
mean, hey, the guy's a pro ball player and he's 44 years
I
old.
know
Like,
when I saw that name, I was like, what the hell is this guy still doing playing?
and he's a shortstop,
That's
which
it. That's
is
a name that like when I used to be really tapped into baseball, like he was
Yeah, like when we were younger.
Yeah, he was
Like
him.
literally, like quite
He was very good.
literally, like like Alexi Ramirez played at the 2006 World Baseball Classic. That's 20 years apart. Think about that.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
Cuba,
insane.
didn't Cuba have a thing where their players, their MLB players weren't allowed to play until recently or something
Yeah,
like that?
something like that. It was weird.
Yeah.
And a lot of players end up leaving Cuba, it seems like Randy
Yes.
Arozarena played for
Yes.
Mexico instead, even though he is Cuban.
He's Cuban, yeah.
But
So, yeah. Cuba, they have a pretty good. I would put them on a tier with like Canada, kind of. Like
yeah, I'd
they're
put
not,
him at like a 3-4 spot kind of
yeah, they're
thing.
not too far behind. They're better than Colombia, I think.
This
So,
pool is much more competitive with each other than people think.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Now, one team Panama, yeah. When I was doing
Mhm.
my research with them, they have lots of guys in the minors, and I think a couple of them stood out. I don't remember who, like I said, because I didn't take notes.
Maybe
Um,
Bradfield, Enrique Bradfield. That's a name I remember because he played college ball. Like
they
that's
have
where
lots,
but
yeah.
and he's like fast as hell.
They have lots of names that I recognize. So,
Ruben Tejada. That's that's a
Miguel
that's a
Amaya,
big
I
name.
think Christian
Yeah, he's
Bethan,
Amaya's a catcher.
Christian
Uh
Bethancourt.
yep. Ivan Herrera
They have our boy Leo Jimenez.
and Edmundo Sosa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have a
I
few.
know the whole infield pretty much because Jonathan Araz plays for Tampa, right? And then
Yes, Jose
Caballero
Caballero plays for.
used to play for Tampa, and then he
Don't
got,
tell me. Don't tell me. He plays for.
to be
I.
honest, I don't
You
remember.
don't know? I don't remember either. And then Edmundo Sosa plays for the Phillies, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Caballero. Yeah, that's right. He got shipped to the Yankees. I forgot about that,
Oh, okay.
which
And
is better than
Sosa plays for the Phillies, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, he
Yeah.
does. Pretty underrated infielder, to be
No,
honest.
no, their team is good. Like even the minor league guys that I think I looked up, they were putting up good numbers. So
Yeah,
they have a pretty sneaky team. They could honestly finish first in this
yeah.
pool,
I think they could take the pool.
and I would not be surprised. Like that's how close this pool is.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah, they're good. All right, and then
absolutely.
we're gonna move on to the last team in the pool that probably has the most baseball history in this
And
pool.
I must say they did win it. Uh,
Yes.
they did win it. Not the
No.
last one, the one before that. They
No,
won
no, no.
in
I think they were runners up.
2017.
I think they were runners
Oh,
up.
sorry, that's right. It was Marcus Stroman in the United States that's right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Those damn Americans.
But looking at their pitching, they have a couple guys, but they have one guy. Yeah.
Pretty damn good, and his name is
Let's
Edwin
say if they
Diaz.
have a lead in the ninth,
Actually, you know what? Seth Lugo is pretty
Seth Lugo
unreal
was pretty,
too.
but he had a pretty down year last year, didn't he?
He did.
But
He
his
did.
2024 was really good.
It was good because I can say this too because I was at a game where Kansas played here and Lugo struck out like 12 or 13 over 8 innings and
Yeah,
he allowed one hit, which was a home run, but that came in like the second last inning that he was in. So like he was literally just shutting everyone down for like
yeah, he's been in the majors for years now, and he's been
and
good.
yeah, he's a vet. Like the guy's
Yeah.
been around for longer than people think. But yeah, no, like the guy's pretty unreal. So I'll give him that. But
And the rest of the roster, they have lots of familiar names too. Fernando
Christian,
Cruz. I think Fernando Cruz is also pretty good too. No?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he plays for the Yankees. He's that guy who always like screams ecstatically after.
Yeah.
Which I
And
saw, which I saw at like the playoff, which was funny because when I went to one of the Jays playoff games where they played New York, Fernando Cruz came in and like kind of shit the bed, and like he couldn't, everyone was making fun of him because it's like he can't scream and like yell at everyone after giving up a nuke or whatever, or after
well, not to
walking like two
brag,
dudes.
not to
So
brag. All the Yankees kind of shit the bed except for game three. So
yeah, but even then, if we kept our foot on the gas, we would have.
oh, whatever. Who cares? We won the series. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, obviously they have a bunch of major leaguers everywhere.
Maybe the
But
best defensive but worst offensive catcher of all time,
Martin
Martin
Maldonado.
Maldonado.
And then Christian Vasquez is very similar.
He is. He's definitely got a little more with the bat.
Eh,
But I think Maldonado defensively is probably
he's
better.
very good. He's very
Um,
good.
and then
I have
looking in
Nolan
the infield,
Arenado, which is very interesting.
yeah, I mean he
He's
is,
getting up there.
but I still think he had a pretty good year though. Like
I don't. I think
he,
he
he
had a pretty. I think he had a pretty bad year. I think.
oh no, maybe I'm talking about the year before.
Yeah, I think he had a pretty bad
Yeah.
year. Now what sucks about Puerto Rico is their best player eligible is not playing because of some stupid visa thing, which is ridiculous. And
Correa, right?
also
Or
both. I was talking about Lindor, but also Correa too.
yeah, that's right. So that could make or break a lot of
If
these.
you put those two on the roster, they're easily the best team in the pool. Now,
Oh, for sure.
I still think they're the best team, but like it's close now.
So here's another funny thing about Nolan Arenado. I forgot he played for Team USA at the
17.
2017 one
Yeah.
and the 2023 one.
Yeah. Man, that guy must have maybe he had like maybe his mom or dad, whoever's Puerto Rican, said,
He
"What the
is he actually he could play for Cuba too because he is of Cuban and Puerto Rican ancestry.
All right, Justin,
Um,
let's predict the standings here.
okay. You know what? Do you
You
want to
go
go first?
first?
Or you want me to
I'll
go
go
first?
first. At
Okay.
fifth, I have Colombia.
Okay.
Now the next four teams are very close. Uh,
Yeah, so it could
fourth,
be, but
fourth, I put Cuba. Um,
yep.
third, I put Panama. Second, I put Canada, and first, I put Puerto Rico. Now, looking at everyone's roster again, no, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with Canada second, Puerto Rico first. I thought about putting Canada at third, but no, I'll stick with that.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Panama one,
Okay.
Puerto Rico two, uh, Canada three, and then I'd probably go Cuba then Colombia. So
Yeah.
Cuba four, Colombia five,
Yeah.
which is I mean it's kind of similar. We just juggled like the top three
Yeah, it's a
like both scores. So
very close group. And I should mention that Puerto Rico is hosting this pool, so they're gonna have the home crowd,
yeah, oh for sure.
I think.
Um, but now moving on to Pool
Will
B
be
down in Houston,
Houston.
Texas.
Yeah, Brazil. Let's be honest here. These I don't know recognize anybody except for Bobichet's brother.
Yeah.
The-
Maybe if Jan Gomes was playing for them, it would be pretty
uh,
sick. But
they
um,
good news for Brazilians is they got Bichette. Bad
yeah, I
news is
guess so.
they got the brother. Do you recognize anyone here?
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Uh,
No disrespect
no
to
disrespect, yeah.
Brazilians and Neymar's pretty cool, but unfortunately,
Oh, soccer,
I've never
soccer
seen him
or
swing a bat.
football.
So,
Yeah, they got it. So in soccer or football, but yes,
but
here,
now we're moving up north to North America where they play baseball.
yeah.
And
Sorry, Brazil.
so,
All right, Great Britain. They have a few guys that are pretty solid. Well, they have one. They have one elite player, and they have a few guys who are like, he's pretty good. He's
yeah, they're like, you know what? They're not terrible.
um.
Um,
Besides Chaz Chisholm Jr. being on this team, the first thing I noticed was they have Klay Thompson's brother. Klay Thompson, of course, is an NBA player. They have his
and
brother Trace
and Trace
Thompson,
Thompson,
who used to play for the White Sox, I think, right?
and the Dodgers.
Okay, yes. They also have, by the way, a lot of their players are from the Bahamas, which is
Yeah, I
interesting.
mean, I think it's because of like the territorial
Yeah, I
kind of thing, right? So that
yeah,
allows them, so it gives them like eligibility to
yes,
like Josh Chisholm's from the Bahamas.
yes, yeah.
So that gives them eligibility to play uh for Great Britain.
Now, they have one really good pitcher. Is it Tristan Beck that I saw? Is he plays for the Giants, right? I think.
Yes, I believe he does. I don't remember him too
When I
fondly, to
looked up
be
his stats,
honest.
he was pretty good. I could be wrong.
But no, he had a decent year.
Okay, cool. Who else? Willis Cresswell. He plays for someone, doesn't he? Or
Willis
no?
Cresswell. I don't remember hearing that name. Harry Ford, I know that name because I believe he's in, is it the Mariners system
Okay, maybe.
or the, or sorry, Harry Ford plays he plays for the Nationals right now, but he did play for the Mariners.
Okay.
Um, Drafted in round one of the 2021 MLB draft, and he debuted at 22 years old. Uh, Statistically, I mean, he only played like how many games did he play um, for the
He
Mariners
also,
before getting shipped
and
over?
then isn't BJ Murray like a prospect too? That's like pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And then
Okay.
Nate Eaton is
Nate,
also
yes.
like a he's like he's one of those guys that goes up and down all the time, but he does get playing time in the MLB every once in a while. So
Yeah,
um,
they should be good.
I
They
think they'll be like semi-competitive.
yeah, exactly. My
All right.
people,
Moving
Italy,
on to Gianluca's people, we've got
or
Team Italy.
or should we say Team Italian Americans? But that's okay.
Forza Azzurri.
Yes. The first thing that when I went through every roster was really shocking is how the heck did they get Aaron Nola on the team?
This
Like,
roster is actually like
it's
kind
pretty
of
good.
it's for like this pool. They actually might like
No,
kill some people.
I'll tell our predictions later, but I had a hard time with the top three, kind of. Well, two and three. I had a tough time, but yeah, this team is
My
good.
God,
Ivan Ottavino, Aaron Nola, um, uh,
Michael
uh, Michael
Lorenzen. Like
Lorenzen. Dan
there's
Altavia is a pretty good reliever, I think.
there's Sam All. How do you say his last name? Aldigeri.
Oh, Sam
Aldi
Aldegheri, yeah. Yeah,
Aldigeri. Yeah, like he was able to pitch. Matt Festa played for the
yeah.
Twins or whatever. He's not bad. He's not the best, but he's good enough to be like a 3-4 starter. And then
Oh, and
of
then if you look at our infield, Justin, we have
Pasquantino.
we have a stud. Yeah.
You also have John Birdie. I love
John
John
Birdie,
Birdie.
yeah,
I
yeah.
must say, I love John Birdie. And then the
And then
catchers too, Kyle Teal. That guy
Kyle
low
Teal's
key like
solid. Yeah.
rakes,
All right.
bro.
And
That
then and
guy's
then and then the outfield is pretty eh.
I mean,
Dominic,
there's one Canzone is like
yeah, but he's not
Canzone's
good.
the meh,
Yeah, but he's not
but
good.
the
He didn't
guy,
have a good year.
yeah.
Uh yeah.
Dante Nori's playing for them for you guys too. I must say though, Dante Nori, you know where he's from? He's from Canada.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I did see
He's
that. Yeah.
he is Canadian.
He was
He
born in
is
Toronto, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Canada.
Because when
So
his baseball reference page had him in a Canada hat, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, because he did play for Team Canada probably when he was younger, but for
He
me the outfielders, the one that stands out to me is the first guy, Jack
Jack
Caglione.
Caglione. Yeah, yeah. Where does he play again?
He plays, I mean, I'm in Kansas City. I'm pretty sure he's a
Okay.
first baseman. However, he could play in the outfield. But I'll say this in college, because he did play for the University of Florida for 3 years before becoming a round one draft pick from the Royals. He was actually a two-way player. And he could run it up to about
How,
101, 102 on the mound from the left side. So
and
like
how was his year last year? Was it good?
well, I'll tell you this, he didn't pitch because
He didn't
at some
pitch.
point he didn't pitch, no, because at some point you make a decision as a pro ball player, you make a decision whether or not you
Hold
stick
on.
with
Are we
one or the
talking
other.
about Jack Caglione?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't pitch.
Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Now he's a
You know, he
pitcher?
didn't. He if you look it up, he
Oh,
was a
okay.
two-way player in
Oh,
college,
okay.
and he was a pretty damn good two-way player. So in his first year in the big leagues, it wasn't so great. Uh, 157 batting average, over 210 at bats, with an OPS of 532. It could just be that Kansas City wasn't great, and that you get called up. Because he's young. I believe he was only 22 when he got called up, so that's still pretty young. But uh, but yeah, that's the interesting thing about him is he was a pitcher, and to be honest, the worst thing about his pitching was his control because
Mm.
he allowed over 50 base on balls both years.
Oh, yikes.
But I must say, he did throw anywhere between like 98 to like 102. So like if he was able to get control, like
The Italians can
ew,
do it all. What can I say?
they're just versatile as hell.
All
But
right. Shout out Italy. They're gonna be pretty good. They're gonna be competitive in this pool. All right. Now with the team with lots of style, Mexico.
yeah,
They have
holy.
lots of good players. All right. They have
Taj Bradley's playing for them too?
they're
Damn.
they have similar to Puerto Rico. Well, they have a couple dudes, Taj Bradley, but they have one dude. Yeah,
Who is pretty
he's
damn good.
yeah, he I think he was he the best closer last year? Mm, it's
Uh,
close. I mean, you can make an argument for a couple guys, but he is definitely one. Okay. They also have former Blue Jay Taiwan Walker. Uh, I think.
Played better for every other team that he played for. They also have Victor Vodnik, who throws like 103 for the Rockies. You know what
Oh,
I mean? Like
yeah, I
that guy
don't know.
goes. I know. Uh, is the closer you're talking about? Is it Munoz?
Yes.
Talk about unhittable.
Yeah,
My
he's
God.
very good. Um,
So and then even their outfield too. Like they've got Randy Rosarena, Jaron
mhm,
Duran. Shout
mhm.
out that one incident. No, I'm kidding. Uh, oh, and then they
I
have
don't know what
Blue
you're talking
Jays.
about, but that's okay.
Well, in case, yeah, I'll explain it when we're done recording.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Then Jonathan Aranda, who is a pretty underrated
He's
hitter.
freaking amazing, is what he is.
Yeah, the
Very
guy can.
good.
For some reason, he kills the Jays every time. Like he plays for Tampa, right?
Tampa always do
I think I
fucking
mistaken
spoil
someone
us.
else for him earlier in this
You
video,
know,
but
it's a miracle. Sorry to get off topic. It's a miracle the Jays won the AL East last year, considering we had to sweep Tampa, and Tampa always plays as hard, but yet we
oh
did
man,
it.
it's
But
weird. They always have our number, but
always, but yet that series the Jays just really locked in. But yeah, continue.
yeah. And then Jays legend Rowdy Tellez,
Rowdy Tellez, he's just always going to be very good against righties.
oh
Like
for sure.
he can mash against righties. He's
And then there's Joey Meneses too, who
solid.
yeah, I mean he's weird because he goes up and down all the time, but he does. But I mean, like the guy is clutch
And
whenever.
is it Alec Thomas, like a really good defender, really good fielder,
Yeah, that's
right?
fast as
Yeah.
hell.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, we're gonna talk about probably
The most
the,
stacked roster.
especially the pitching. It's just fucking amazing. They have the Monstars. But yeah, when we come back, we'll talk about Team USA.
Oh baby.
All right, welcome back. We're gonna talk about the Monstars, aka Team USA. Hold on, let me just go to their roster real quick. It's very good. Um,
Honestly, if you name the pitching staff alone, you're gonna freak a lot of people out because
okay,
like
let's play a game. Who is their
you.
worst pitcher?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Brad Keller is their worst pitcher. Because every time I watch Brad Keller pitch, someone shits
He
on him.
plays for who? The Pirates? No. Who does he play for? I
The
forgot.
Cubs. He
The
plays for the
Cubs.
Cubs.
Yes.
Um, but you know what? This last year, they actually moved him to a relief role.
He
So
was pretty good.
he was good as a reliever. Don't get me wrong. But if you're asking him to start games for you, I just remember because he used to play for the Royals. I'm pretty sure predominantly. Uh, there was a time where Tim Anderson, beloved
He
White
once
Sox
was good.
American player. He once was good before he got knocked the fuck out, kind of, which was funny as hell. But there was a time where like it was him and Brad Keller, like caused a bench clearing brawl because Anderson hit like two homers off
Oh,
of
it was
Keller, and then
him?
Keller threw at him.
It was him that
Yeah, that was
started
the
it?
Kansas City. That was the Kansas City White Sox one where that
Okay.
happened, where Tim Anderson was like, we're good," but it was Brad Keller that did that. But I would say Brad Keller is the worst just because up until this year, he hasn't had an ERA with the so 2020. was like the one good season he had as a starter, where he had a 2.47 ERA. If we're looking at every year, every other year excluding 2025, his ERA was anywhere between like 3 to almost 5.5. And
Yes,
in 2024, it was like it was almost 5.5, I believe.
but Justin, he doesn't need to start, and
That's
he
true.
won't start because
That is very
look
true.
at the starters they're going to have. They're going to have Tarek Skubal for one game, okay, but then they're going to have Paul
Yeah,
Skeens,
that's
okay,
that's so weird, man.
all right, and then they're going to have behind Paul Skeens. You have so many people. You have Logan Webb, who's very good. You have Joe Ryan, who's very good. You have Nolan McLean, who's pretty solid. You have Clay Holmes. Is Clay Holmes a starter?
You have all-star closer David Bednar. There's
Well, I'm
Griffin
thinking about
Jax.
starters. The bullpen, yeah, is also very
Matt
good.
Boyd, hey, Matt Boyd is a starter too. That
They have
guy
so many.
is
Like
unreal. Like
you could even put
it's
Kershaw as a starter, and that's not even
yeah, like
possible.
you know what? It's like I don't know. It's so crazy because
Now,
like
sorry, continue.
a lot of these guys are probably aces or close to aces
They're
on
all
their actual
aces.
MLB
They're
teams.
literally all
Like
aces.
Nolan McLean is definitely like a 2-3 in that
Ideally,
like a
yeah,
2-3 ideally. Michael Waka, he's a little older now, so it
still
makes
pretty good.
sense. But the guy is still pretty for a 34-year-old guy, he's still pretty good.
Eric
Um,
Clevenger is still really good. Uh,
yeah, like
Mason Miller, Mason
Waka
Miller,
still put up like a 3.8 ERA, which isn't terrible. But
Mason Miller is
the
amazing.
guy who throws like 104
Uh,
um on a good
now
day.
I
Gabe
have a
Spire,
question. I have a
oh,
question.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, they have Kyle Raleigh, Will Smith, and Kyle Schwarber. One of those players can't play. Okay, so how the heck do you want to do it? I mean, two out of any three of the combination is very good. Whether you want to
Yeah.
start, it's
Yeah, yeah.
whether you
Here's what
go.
I would say. I would say Raleigh gets the start regardless because his defense is good and he's a switch hitter.
Yes, yeah. Oh,
So
I
and
keep
then for
forgetting that
me,
about him. Ugh.
I know that's the one thing about being a Jays fan is because he hits nukes
Dude,
off of the
he
Jays every single time. It always
who?
comes from both sides, and
Can
he's
I ask you a
like
question? Sorry to go back to the Jays again, but can I ask you a question? Who are you more afraid of, Aaron Judge or Kyle Raleigh or Shohei Ohtani?
probably Cal Raleigh. At
It,
least if we're talking against us, which I guess
yeah,
would be,
I think
I'd
he
probably
did the
say
most damage.
for sure,
Otani,
dude.
we did a very good job. All things except for that one
Yeah,
play.
I
We
mean,
did a very good job
we
against Otani.
neutralized him pretty good.
Yes.
Like Cal Raleigh, I'll say this. There was a year, I think it was a year or two ago, like 2 years ago. I went to the Jay Seattle series when they came to Toronto. Cal Raleigh hit like 4 or 5 homers in the 3 games that he played here.
Really?
So
In that series?
yeah, yeah, I went to all 3 games and he got at least a hit or two, and at least he had at least one home run in every game. Like,
Are you talking
and
are you
then
wait, are you talking about this series or the 2023 one?
no. I mean, like it was a regular season.
Oh, okay, I got
Yeah, like it was
confused.
a
I
regular
thought at
season.
first I
No. It
thought you
wasn't.
meant
It definitely wasn't
yeah,
playoffs. I
that's
mean,
why I was like, really? Then?
but funny enough, the one playoff game, the one ALCS game I went to this past year, so 2025, Cal Raleigh also hit a homer.
Yeah, he hit a homer every single game it felt against us.
He hit a homer in game one off the foul pole. Or I don't know if it was off the foul pole, but it was, or no, that might have been earlier, but he did hit a homer because I remember it was extremely quiet and
And
everyone looked
then
around and was like, well, that's Cal Raleigh.
and then look at the defense in the outfield. Holy crap. Okay, Aaron Judge is pretty solid defensively, but obviously at the plate he mashes. But look at the other three guys. Byron Buxton,
They pretty much have Aaron Judge and then 3 center fielders
yeah,
because
Byron
Buxton,
Buxton is
Carroll,
freaking
and Armstrong and Crow Armstrong all play. I'm pretty sure they're all center fielders on their respective MLB teams.
like Byron Buxton is very, very good. So is Corbin Carroll,
And
and
so is Pete Crow
And PCA
Armstrong.
is probably the best fielder in all of baseball. Okay.
Yeah, the guy's fast as hell.
And then their infield is also very good.
Like even Bryce Terang, that guy's pretty unreal too. Like
Offensively, he's probably the weakest. Either
yeah, but I
him,
mean
either him,
Sorry, go.
Offensively, the weakest player is probably Bryce Terang or probably Ernie Clement or
Yeah.
no, Paul Goldschmidt's probably better offensively
I
and so
mean, here's the
better.
thing. For me, you can't really compare Ernie Clement. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously you can't compare them because they're doing the same job. But I would say Ernie Clement's good in the sense that he just hits.
You know what to
All he
expect from him.
does
Yeah.
is just hit.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the upside that he brings over a lot of these other guys is his consistency at the
Yes,
plate is unreal.
you know what you're gonna get. Yeah,
Like the guy broke the record for most hits in a single
exactly.
playoff.
Like Ernie
32, what
Clement,
was it, 32, something
I
like that?
forgot. But he's a player where, like, let's say you're losing in a game, right, late, and you need a fucking
Yeah.
hit, you bring him in. Like,
Oh, for sure.
and
Like if
he'll,
in a pinch hit situation, if
yeah,
you need a guy to get you a couple bags and to drive in like 2 to 3 runners, Ernie Clement is the guy.
yeah, he's very good. And then, oh, you need a pitch run situation when Witt Jr. probably had a day off. Oh, you could just put him in a pinch run and he can,
Seriously.
but he's probably gonna start. But I'm just saying,
Oh, he'll probably be the number one shortstop
yes.
because that's exactly what he is. Also, I must say Ernie Clement too is he's a multi-sport athlete. Like the guy played hockey as well because he's from New York, but like
Oh, okay.
talk
So,
about but like the guy I forget here. Let me he you know Elite Prospects,
oh, the NHL, the hockey
like the
website?
hockey
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the hockey version of Baseball Reference. He's actually on Elite Prospects.
What?
That's
Really?
he is on Elite Prospects for like his high school team. You know, obviously I don't know how high he was playing, but he does have a page because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, his last year of hockey was when he graduated high school. So that was 2014.
Okay.
Uh, put up 52 points in 20 games, man.
He's already,
Like,
listen, what can he do? He can break the postseason record for hits and he can score 52 points in 20 games.
yeah, like you know what? Like it's and even the year before, 43 and 20. Like, come on now. Like,
All
I'll
right.
take that.
So yeah, that's Team USA. Well, we didn't
Let's
even
just
talk about
say,
Aaron Judge.
yeah, I mean, like there's so much you could say about this roster. All of them, that's like Team USA is the one roster where their shittiest players are like the best players on every single country. Maybe with
Yes.
the exception of a couple. But again, there's not really much to say about Aaron Judge, MVP winner, guy hits
Now,
nukes.
there's one other team that we'll get to later. You probably know what it is, but I would say have more power than Team
Yeah.
USA. But all around, I think this is the best roster.
Oh, 100%. They
Right.
bring everything to the table.
Now, doesn't mean they're going to win because there's still one team that we're going to talk about very quickly coming up
Yeah.
has camaraderie, they have chemistry, they have all that stuff. All
And
right.
they're just gross. But
Yes. All
anyways,
right.
we'll move on to the prediction part
Oh,
now.
yes, I forgot. Okay.
So
You go first.
I'm pretty sure we both have a unanimous number one, and that will
Yes.
be the United States of America.
Although in the last one, didn't they lose to Mexico in the pool round?
They
They
did,
did, right?
they did, but I'm pretty sure their standings were still. But I'm pretty sure Mexico lost like 2 times or something
Yeah,
like that.
so
Like
yeah.
Mexico was the only team that beat the U.S. Uh, I'm gonna look at it really quickly, just because.
All right, and then while you do that, I'll put my predictions out. So yeah, I have USA one. Number two, I thought about for a second, but I went with Mexico,
Yeah,
just because I think they have the better top end talent.
the next best
Yeah, and
kind
then
of.
put Italy three, but I would not be surprised if Italy is two and beat Mexico. And
So
then
I'll say this: Mexico actually, because Mexico and the U.S. had the same record, I'm pretty sure.
Mexico went through automatically, or
I
as
mean, no, no,
a seed,
they both did, but I'm pretty sure Mexico was
the higher seed.
yeah, because of head to head, right?
Yeah.
So head to head, Mexico beat the States, which means that because they were both 3-1, right? They were both had 3 wins, 1 loss, but Mexico beat the U.S. in pool play, so they automatically got the number one spot in the pool. But I mean, either way, they both moved on to the quarters and stuff like that. So, um, actually, that year we finished third in that pool. It's actually not bad now that I look back at it. But and
Yeah.
Colombia finished last.
Mhm. Yeah, so yeah,
So
I have Mexico two, Italy three, Great Britain four, and Brazil five. even if Great Britain beats Italy or Mexico, I wouldn't be that shocked.
Yeah, because like they've still got a few
They've
guys
still
that can
got a
play.
couple guys. Yeah.
Um, to
All
be
right.
honest, I think my prediction's the exact same. The United
Second.
States will finish first. Mexico will finish second. I believe Italy will finish third.
Uh,
Um, actually, you know what? I could see Italy and Mexico being like a toss-up kind of because
that's what I said. Yeah, it was hard for me to
you know
decide
what?
between the two.
Ooh,
You're gonna put Italy. Let's go, my people.
uh, this is tough because I think pitching wise, Italy might be slightly better,
Italy has the
but
better pitching, but
hitting
Mexico,
wise, Mexico
yeah,
can
Mexico has the
absolutely
better
destroy.
stars. Um,
But knowing some of these guys, there are a little bit of inconsistencies in them. So I will put Italy at second
and they
just
have
because.
Italian, but you're forgetting one thing. They're gonna have pasta before every game. They're gonna be juiced up on pasta, bread, everything. Yeah, so they're gonna have
So,
lots of energy.
so, so I'm gonna put. So again, the USA is finishing first in the pool.
Hey, listen, we could be Italy could beat USA. I'm just
They
saying.
could. They could. Italy's gonna finish second. I think Mexico is finishing third, and then I think it's gonna be GB, Great Britain, and then unfortunately, I'm sorry, Brazil.
Sorry, Brazil.
I wish I could put more respect on your name, but
Sorry.
unfortunately, I think you're finishing fifth. Uh, and then uh, on to Pool C.
Okay, Pool C. Let's this is going to be played at Tokyo, Japan. Uh
That's going to be a
at the
lot.
Tokyo Dome. Very good, very cool stadium.
Oh,
Um,
unreal.
all right, Australia, the Aussies.
They are to me. They are. It's a weird squad because I think in the terms of the amateur world of baseball, like the 18Us, like the junior guys, like even their little league guys, Australia tends to bring some pretty solid teams.
Yes,
When it comes to like the professional level and
they have
after
their own
that,
league.
it's yeah, they do. But for me, the better Australian players, it's like individual, you know what I mean? Like because on this list alone, there's only really two names I recognize here. One is
Yeah,
Curtis
Curtis
Mead.
Mead. Yeah.
That's because he plays for the Tampa Bay Tampa Bay Rays.
Hmm.
So the Jays have seen him. The second one is not the 2024 MLB draft's first overall pick, Travis Bazana.
Oh my goodness, he went first overall.
He went number one overall
Oh, I have to look
in
up his.
in
Talk to me about him while I
2024.
look up his numbers in
So
where he played.
he played college baseball for I believe it was 3 years for the Oregon State Beavers. So Corvallis, Oregon, Oregon State University. Um, uh, if we're gonna look at his college stats and minor league stats, because he's still young. I believe he's only 23. So that's still, I mean, he could make his debut soon. But uh, as a college baseball player, he had 360 across 3 seasons and had an OPS of 1.157. Hit
God
45
damn.
homers and had 165 RBIs. He
Okay.
stole 66 bags over. Again, this is over
Okay.
3 years,
Okay,
but
that's
still.
unfair. Do you want me to pull up
In
his?
Yeah, go.
He is playing spring training this year for the Guardians. Okay. He has played 3 games. He has 2 hits in 3 games. One home run, 4 RBIs. So he has a pretty good start to spring training.
Yeah, and I think the thing with him is that he's I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good defender too because he's a second he was drafted as a second baseman, but I'm pretty sure he could play in the middle infield regardless, like either spot. But that's the name that stood out to me, and I was like, oh shit, like because obviously you can be a bust if you get picked number one overall, but if you get picked number one overall, that means you do have some upside. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
for sure. Yeah.
Regardless of the sport, regardless of who you are, who it's to, who you're getting drafted to, what position you're playing in whatever sport, you're getting drafted number one overall. You got to be half decent. You got to be more than half decent.
Well, I
So,
was very surprised that Australia has a baseball league. Like that's
you'd probably be surprised that I'm pretty sure Great Britain or like England has like one of the British countries
yeah, I didn't see when I was
has
doing
it too.
research, I didn't see any players that came from there.
But Australia is very
Australia, yeah,
underrated. They're
yeah.
very underrated. Like Liam Hendricks isn't on this roster, but he's probably one of the best Australian baseball players of all time.
Well, he was
Pitched
great.
for
He's
the
a great,
Jays.
yeah.
When he was healthy, I mean, he did
When
have
he was,
cancer,
yes,
he is cancer free now, which is good and stuff. But when he was healthy and when he was,
for the
like
White
in
Sox,
his
he was the best, one of the best relievers of baseball.
yeah,
So
and even for the Jays, when the Jays
very
made
good.
it to the ALCS in 2015, he was like the number one middle relief guy
Yeah,
because you would throw him in for like 2, 3 innings and you would just put up zeros. But
right.
so yeah, that's Team Australia. Not much to say really about anyone else
Now,
because
here is a very sneaky team. Yeah, and I'll tell you why they're sneaky. This is Chinese Taipei, otherwise known as Taiwan. It's the
yeah,
country.
but internationally they
Chinese
do
Taipei.
call themselves Chinese Taipei.
Um,
Um,
Now, why they're interesting is all their players come from the Korean League, and they're all very good in that league. Also, I'm not sure if you know this, Justin, but there was like some international tournament that happened recently, and they beat
right.
Japan. They
Oh
like
shit.
won the tournament. I don't know what the tournament was called, but like they beat Japan, and Japan pretty much had all their players except for obviously Yamamoto and Otani. But everybody else,
Maybe it was
I forgot what it is. I forgot what it's called. It's like some. It was like some
is it like the
international.
Premier? It's the Premier 12 or whatever, right? Or
Something,
something like
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
because
won. They beat Japan.
uh or it's yeah, it's the Premier 12. They tend to compete. A lot of countries compete in those, but they tend to do pretty well. Like
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
If you look up all these players, they all play in the Korean League. If you look them up, they're all very good, and that's a good league. So
And you
this
know
is
what I must say too, like the Korean League is very underrated.
yes.
Like lots of people don't necessarily see it, but they are pretty good. If we're talking names that I recognize here,
Oh, I don't recognize any names. I'm gonna be honest.
I recognize two.
Who?
So Stuart Fairchild,
Oh, yes, 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 yes. He's
he
the
played
only
for the
one.
Reds recently. I
He's
don't
not good.
know. It's as an MLB player, he's very mediocre.
Yes.
Um, he plays for the Cleveland organization, which means he's not actually playing in the MLB right now. But I mean, he did play. He did play most recently, I believe it was for Cincinnati.
Now,
Uh,
let me
let's
clarify something. When I say not good, I mean like in the standards of Major League.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
means because like the MLB compared to other leagues is extremely different.
Yes.
But again, he did play. He is in the system, the Cleveland system.
I
Is
can
it
easily
what they
see
say?
him
But
getting an at bat in this tournament and crushing a home run. He's
yeah.
it can easily happen. So
So the other guy I recognize is it's very random, but it's Su Wei Lin. Uh, plays plays in the Chinese Professional Baseball League, but he was a Boston Red Sox prospect, and he actually played for Boston not for very long, but
okay.
he played in like 25 games for them. He had 268, which isn't terrible. Um, and then he pretty much got sent, and then he pretty much after like 2020 or like I think it was after 2022 he went back to like an independent league and then he went
Or
back to China or the
okay.
Chinese league. But he did play in the MLB
Okay.
for like maybe 40
And then
games.
so not all their players play from are in the Korean League. I got that wrong. Sorry. That's just when I looked up most of
We'll
them.
say majority. We'll
Yeah,
say
majority
majority.
play in
But
the Korean. Yeah.
yeah, to be honest, I don't really recognize anyone
No.
else here.
But that's okay because they're still good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Czechia, we're gonna do this very quick because on paper this is the weakest team. Um,
Yeah.
Now all these guys have like not all of them, but they do have lots of people who work like part-time jobs.
Yeah, I mean, last tournament the Czechs played Japan and Shohei Ohtani struck out against an electrician, which is pretty
Yes.
sick.
So
I'm gonna look it up really quickly. You can talk about it.
the
Uh,
fact that this team is in the tournament is a win. Okay.
uh,
I will not recognize anybody. I do recognize the last name Cervenka because of a hockey player. Okay. Not because
which by the way, the Czechs are extremely good at.
oh yes, the Olympic Czechs are amazing at hockey, and they've done really well at the World Juniors. They've knocked out Canada 3 straight years at the World Juniors. They're very good at hockey. Baseball, it's completely different. But yes,
So
uh,
the electrician who struck out Shohei Ohtani is on this roster.
what's his name?
Andre Satoria.
Oh, he's a pitcher.
He is a pitcher. And he
That's
did
all.
strike out Shohei Ohtani. And I'm pretty sure his helmet flew off.
That's all we know about him.
Um,
Hey, listen. Sh Again, I want to be serious for a second. This is a great achievement just for them to be in the tournament.
yeah, like
If they get a win, that is going to do so much for like Czech base,
oh, for sure.
right?
It's and like, because we're Canadian, we see it all the time with like international hockey tournaments like the World Juniors and stuff, or like the U18 championships and stuff. Like there was, I think it was not 2025, it was 2024. Like Kazakhstan made it to their first ever U18 World Championship tournament that like, the US, Canada, Finland, Sweden always dominated it. And
Yeah.
Kazakhstan actually won a game. Like they won their first ever game.
And
Funny
this
enough,
is,
it was against the Czechs, but like this is kind of a cool thing in the sense of
but,
baseball. You know what I
but
mean?
this is why, sorry to go back to hockey for a sec, but this is
You're
why
good.
fans got so mad at Gary Bettman for not having NHL players at the Olympics, because that is how
Yeah,
you grow your sport,
absolutely. That is absolutely how you do
right?
it. And
How the
and
hell,
that's the
like,
thing. You have to let everyone enjoy it. And in
exactly.
this case, the Czechs, regardless of if they win or lose,
It
or
doesn't
how they
matter.
do, they're here.
Yeah.
They're
At
here.
this stage of their baseball life, winning and losing does not matter.
Because
Oh,
they've made it to
yes.
like the biggest international stage of baseball where they
Okay.
are going to be competing against guys who play in the MLB and stuff.
To
So
give you an
Czechs,
example,
good for
yeah,
you.
when I was growing up in the early 2000s, Germany in hockey was nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Hmm.
Now, look at the Olympics. Okay, they got crushed by Czech. Who did they lose to? Slovakia. They got
And the
crushed by
US.
Slovakia and the US. But you know what? They made the quarterfinals. If you would have told me in 2008 that Germany would make a quarterfinals of an Olympic hockey tournament with NHL players, I would have said you're freaking crazy.
You could
Okay?
also say that about their World Junior team that played, I believe it was in 2021. They actually
Exactly.
made it to the quarterfinal and lost in, I believe it was only 2-1, a 2-1 game to Russia, who
Or or they
who
make
would be.
or the World Hockey Championships, they always do good there too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's again, so I know we're talking about hockey a lot now, but it's because it relates, it goes hand in hand in the sense that it's literally the exact same situation. Obviously, the Czechs in baseball is a little more of an unpredictable game, and the power. I feel like in baseball that powerhouses are more set, but the fact that the Czechs are there, that's all you really need to know. Like they're here, and like whether or not they compete. Or whether or not they compete well or not, listen, they're still there. Oh, also, there's one more name I recognize on there is
Oh,
an infielder, Wojtek Menchik, who did play college baseball at North Carolina,
shout out
and
him.
he was actually pretty good. But
All
yeah.
right,
Anyways, moving
let's
on
move
to
on. Oh, we got a contender.
the second most. Sorry,
Yeah, I said we got a contender.
yeah.
Big
Uh,
contender.
Matter of fact, we have the defending champion here.
Yes.
That's Team Japan. Um,
Now you're gonna see a lot of names and not recognize them. Let me tell you this. All these guys are good.
I'm not surprised. I mean,
All of them are very good.
so
Okay.
we'll talk
I have a
about the
question,
names.
Justin. Why isn't Roki Sasaki on this roster? Is it because he just doesn't want to play? Is it he's
Who
injured?
knows? Maybe I mean, to be honest, maybe it's because he didn't have that good of a
Good of a
year.
year? Okay, makes sense.
So that could be why. I mean,
He was good
like,
in the playoffs, though. He was really good in the playoffs
yeah, I mean, hey, he showed up when it mattered.
when it mattered.
Um,
Yeah.
but I think but he did get hurt too, so that's probably
Oh,
why they're not
okay.
sending him. Remember, he got hurt for a little bit, like he had to sit out for a while.
No, but I'll
Yeah,
take your word.
he had an arm injury. He had like a shoulder injury, so he actually sat out for a bit, pitched in the minors, and then came back, and then just killed everyone in the playoffs. But
Who is the
that's
guy that's still in Japan that's like an all-time great? Is it Hiromi Ito? Is that him?
I believe it is.
He's like an
I
all-time.
mean,
I'm thinking of one player who's still in Japan, not in the majors yet, and he's like amazing. I think it's Hiromu Ito. I could be wrong. Uh,
I
but
believe it is.
yeah.
I believe it
Um,
is. I could be wrong, but like
Obviously, other guys that are in the majors, we have Yusei Kikuchi, we have Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who
Yuki Matsui,
Yuki Matsui, uh,
Tomoyuki Sugano.
uh,
Did you say Kikuchi
Seiya
already?
Suzuki. These are all very good players, and then they have the best player of all time.
Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
when you talk about a guy that can do it all, oof.
no,
But
but that's the thing that we say lots of sports. Oh, he can do it all. No,
he
he
can
can
actually do
actually
it all.
do it all. Yeah.
Bill, he showed it off in the playoffs. Obviously, he didn't do it against us, thank God. But against the Brewers and against the other teams, I believe it was the Brewers. He hit like 2 home runs, and he threw 6 shutout innings, striking out like 10 hitters.
He's
When are
good.
you going to get a night where your four or you sorry, where are you going to get a night where your leadoff hitter hits 2 homers and then goes to the mound the next half inning and chucks like 102?
He's one of those players that like I put him up there with like LeBron James, Wayne
Oh, for
Gretzky.
sure. Like those
Uh,
athletes, like Serena Williams type stuff.
yeah, Serena, like
Like
he's must-watch TV. Like people who don't
oh,
even really care about baseball, every time he's up to the
when
mound,
when you ask someone who doesn't know baseball
yeah,
who Shohei Ohtani is, that's the only name they know, and it's because he really is that good.
like
Um,
we can't really speak a lot of their roster because we don't see them.
oh, and then Okamoto, I forgot is on the roster too, and Murakami.
Murakami, yeah, yeah.
So Okamoto, shout out him because he plays for
I'm
us now.
excited to see him and Murakami play.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Okamoto's better than Murakami to be honest. Just again the
Really,
consistency.
that's kind of a hot take because like all the people say
I
like
mean,
Murakami.
is Murakami the one who struggles to hit
Oh, I don't.
speed?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask. You're asking the
Because
wrong guy. I do not know anything.
because there's a guy I'm pretty sure who couldn't hit like a baseball.
There was one guy. Sorry to cut you off. There's one guy that has like a crazy amount of hits, but they're all singles on his team, and I don't remember who it was.
Right. To be honest, I don't either. But I will say that Murakami is the guy that people were warned who can't hit high pitching, high velocity. Like he's horrible.
Well, don't
So
tell Red Sox fans that.
anything over 95. So I'll just say this right now. Um, Pitches that were 93 plus miles an hour, he hit .095.
Sorry to. I got breaking news coming out of the World Baseball Classic actually that the USA have announced their rotation. Uh, Logan Webb is gonna get the opener, and then
Mhm.
Skubal will be the second game, and Skeens will be the third game.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
yeah, they have to pitch Skubal strategically because he's going home after
which is stupid.
that one start.
Don't even freaking send him at that point. That's just
Yeah,
really stupid and really
honestly, like
dumb.
I don't want
Like
to talk about it because it's stupid
I'll
and
talk
stupid.
about it. It's
Well,
freaking stupid. Whoever in the Detroit Tigers organization is doing that is stupid. Okay?
that's like in the Olympics this year if you sent McDavid
Oh,
to play
McDavid.
if you
You
sent
could get
McDavid to play the prelim and then just yanked him
yeah,
for the
McDavid, you can get the game against France, but you got to come back after. Well,
yeah,
thanks.
like the fuck, like play like you're there to represent your country. You're there to play
I'm not a fan of
for
that.
the United States. In McDavid's case, Canada, but in Scubal's case, you're there to represent probably the best baseball nation of all time, the United States, and you're playing in one of the best international baseball tournaments ever, maybe the best one, where this is like the NHL version of a best on best.
And the
You know
stupid
what I mean?
freaking thing, oh, but you could get injured. Yeah, you can go to spring practice.
Anyone in
You
any
could literally go
tournament.
back to spring training, throw one pitch, and get injured.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
knock on wood that doesn't happen, but it's definitely not out of the picture. So we'll just say that for stupidity.
all
Um,
right, should we talk about Team Korea?
and then yeah,
Your
Team
people,
Korea,
Justin,
my
your
people,
squad.
my
Um,
squad. You know
Now
what?
again,
There's a guy who has the same last name as me, so that's pretty sick.
again, looking at these names, you're not gonna recognize a lot, but I assure you, they're all very good. Okay, they play in the Korean League. The Korean League is very good, and they all have good numbers. Especially, I thought their pitching. was pretty solid when I looked them up. I could be wrong,
The
but
only
whatever.
the only name I recognize is Dane Dunning because he actually plays for the Rangers,
What?
I
You don't
believe.
recognize former Blue Jay Hyun-Jin Ryu?
Oh fuck, I didn't even. Sorry.
Yeah, you probably didn't see him. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, this is gonna sound bad, but as a Korean person, when I see all Korean names, half of them have like the exact same name, and I can say that because I am
You're
Korean.
Korean, yeah.
It's like Chinese and Japanese too. Like it's very similar, but yeah,
Yeah.
if Ryu is on the roster. Wow, okay. And then
And then they
so
have a couple other guys. They have the guy who plays for the Giants. Uh
what the hell is Jahmai Jones doing on and oh yeah, and Jung Hoo Lee. And Jung Hoo Lee.
and they have the guy from the Dodgers, no? What's his name?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I forgot
Hee
his name.
Sung Kim. Hee Sung Kim.
Yes, he's very fast. No, he's a speed threat.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God. You talk about a guy that's actually, you know what? Jahmai Jones does look like he's partly Asian, so I guess I'll give him
Okay,
that.
okay. Well, all right. Yeah, this team is very good. I think they were runners up one year, or did they win? I think they might have won.
Uh,
Wasn't there a game between them and Japan and Ichiro got like pissed,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about the
right?
whole viral video.
Yes,
By
yeah.
the way, Jahmai Jones is Korean. His mom is Korean. I'm just saying.
Like, was he
Uh,
born in Korea or was he as
no, no, no. But his mom was.
Oh my God.
He was born,
Okay.
dude. He was born in the United States. Uh,
Well, he
so
had to be Korean
Korea
somehow
has
to get on this roster. He
well,
can't just
yeah,
he can't just show up
exactly.
randomly.
No, 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 no. So Korea has never won a World Baseball Classic.
Oh, they were runners up.
The best they ever did was the runner-up in
Okay,
2009, which
and they lost to
I
Japan.
was uh that might have been the year that they no, yeah, you're right. They lost to Japan.
I'm pretty sure they beat Japan in the prelims one year or one thing like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ichiro
yeah. I know, yeah, yeah.
and
I remember, yeah, because like they like it wasn't that they disrespected them, but like they put the flag down or whatever,
that's what it
and
was. Yes, they put the flag or something like on the mound.
yeah, yeah,
Got
and
pissed off.
Ichiro.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, in Japanese and Korean culture, like Eastern culture, like Asian, there's a certain etiquette you need to have, not
Right.
even in just sports, but in just life in Canada, United States. It's very different. But as an Asian person myself, uh, like we bow to like our elders and stuff. Not saying
Oh,
that other cultures don't
oh, see, yeah, here it's very
respect their
different.
elders or right or anything like that, but like we bow
I'm
to
gonna be very honest. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. I'll take it back to hockey because that's what Canada is most prideful. Let's say the Americans like did some crazy shit after the Olympic game and put their flag on center ice. I would not care. Uh,
yeah. I that's the thing, right? In Asia, it's a
yeah, I
the
can't.
respect aspect is
Yeah,
huge. So I'll say that, but yeah, I guess we'll go back to the roster. Jung Hoo Lee, I forgot he was on the roster too.
he plays
Guy
for the
rakes.
Giants,
Yeah,
right?
he's a Giants player. Like, yeah, I mean, you know what? That wraps up the pool. Um,
Uh, do you
they're
want
pretty
to?
good. Korea's pretty good too, but I think yeah, we you want to do predictions now, just
Yeah.
in
So the
case there's more
bottom
time.
two are Czechia and Australia. They're fifth and fourth. Um,
Yeah,
third and second are really hard
yeah,
because they both come from both teams are predominantly from the Korean League.
yeah.
Um, and they're both all the players are pretty good. I gave second place to South Korea just
Okay.
because I don't know, whatever.
So yeah, yeah. Sorry, go
And
keep
then
going.
third Taiwan and first Japan.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I have the exact same thing because I have Japan one, Korea two, Chinese Taipei third, Australia fourth, and unfortunately the Czechs fifth. But again, all respect
It
to
doesn't
them
matter.
for even being there. Like being there is a win. It will grow the game and whatnot. In a place where it's very hockey dominated. But again, they're good at it. So, but still, it's huge for them. Good for you. Uh, Continue to compete as much as you can. Um, but I would say like I had the exact same predictions as you, but I think the first three countries are like it's kind of a toss up.
It's close. Yeah.
Like
Just to note before we take a break, um, Czechia, please stop beating Canada at the World Juniors in the last minute of the third period. Okay, it's happened for three straight damn years. Okay, and it's very annoying.
I mean, hey, that just shows that other countries are getting better at their like sports. I mean, it's not to say that the Czechs were bad at hockey ever.
But they were a tier below.
They were at one point they were a tier below.
Yeah.
I think the Czechs got better in the sense that their teams got better because before they had so many individual players that were good, but I think nowadays the teams that they send out are like they can compete.
Yeah,
Whereas
they're cohesive.
before
Yeah.
the teams would be a tier below with like 4 or 5 players that were actually like gross. But like even the Czechs, they won. I believe it was the IHF Men's Championship like 2 years ago or whatever.
See? Yeah.
Uh, 2024, I believe, where David Pasternak just like destroyed everyone. I mean,
Yeah.
again, he's good, but like still.
When I was growing up though, like a kid, Czechia never beat Canada at World
Yeah.
Juniors. Never.
Unfortunately, Canada has got into a bit of a drought at the
Yeah.
juniors. The
Like,
fact that we even left with a bronze medal, I was kind of surprised because
well,
they
last year
didn't.
they lost to Latvia and almost lost to Latvia again.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like they have not been like after 2023, the Canadian junior teams have all been shit. The U18 teams have been good because they have been winning, but the U20 World Junior teams have been like this one was the best one that they've brought in the last 3 years, and these guys barely won bronze, I would say.
All right, Justin, let's take a break and we'll come back and talk about the last pool.
Absolutely, we'll be back, guys.
All right, welcome back to part three. Everybody, we're going to kick things off with, I think, hold on 1 second. I think it's a Dominican. Yeah.
Yes, it'll be Pool D that will be played in Miami, Florida. And the first team we're going to talk about is another powerhouse that
Yeah.
always sends good teams and has many good players, and that's the DR, also known as the Dominican Republic.
Yes. So
You want to start us off?
yeah. I think this team has the most power out of every team, I think. Mainly because you have like look at their lineup. They just have people who like are just very good hitters. Soto,
And there's also a guy that we are
A-Rod.
very biased towards because
Yes.
our city is giving him 500 million, but that's Vladimir
Yes.
Guerrero Jr. And I think after this year, he's certainly proved that
Oh, for sure.
he does deserve it.
And
Yeah,
screw his regular season. His playoffs is where you show up, and I don't care about what you do in the regular season, honestly.
exactly.
So don't tell me about.
Even then, he still had a good
Oh,
enough
but he
regular
only had
season.
an 850 OPS. Ooh,
Guess
850
guess
OPS
what?
is still pretty good. But what was his OPS in the playoffs? Exactly. So yeah, he's very good. Oh, look at their bats.
Manny Machado, Ketel
Marte,
Marte,
Ahmed
Durant.
Rosario,
You know what?
uh,
I
Ahmed
think
Ros
the most
who's
underrated Junior
who's
Caminero.
who's yes, is that the dude that plays for the Yankees and should be
He
starting
plays
over?
for the Rays. He plays for the Rays.
Oh no, who's the dude that starts on the Yankees and is better than Volpe but is not starting? Is he Dominican? Who
Uh,
am I thinking of? There's a guy who plays for the Yankees. It might be Ahmed Rosario. That plays for the
it
Yankees.
might be. To be honest with you, it might be.
He's their
Um,
backup, and he's better than Volpe. But
I was at one of the playoff games I was at. Anthony Volpe swung and missed at a pitch, and his bat flew into the mesh. I have
yeah,
it on video.
that sums up Volpe in a nutshell. Um,
He's also like, when it comes to defending, he's also like Bo Bichette on steroids because
but
neither
he
of them
can't
can
hit.
field. But yeah, but the difference is Bo Bichette can at least hit a
At
baseball.
least Vovichek can hit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Um,
Um,
their pitching is not as good as the Americans, but they have
no,
a couple. They have a
no, no,
couple.
no.
They
But
have
they've
a
got some
fantastic.
names.
They have a fantastic ace, Christopher Sanchez. He's very good.
Yeah, I think he's
Uh,
very underrated. I think he's very underrated. I think that's the word I'm going to use to describe two people. Chris underrated for Christopher Sanchez. People would know more about him, but the other guy I'm going to call underrated is Geraldo Perdomo. Uh,
oh yes, he plays for the Diamondbacks,
he does,
and
and
he's very good.
he actually had a pretty good year. He
Didn't
put
he
up
lead
100.
the NL in something? I forgot. It might have been
Uh,
RBI. Was it No, it wasn't RBIs. I forgot what he. Hold on, I can
you know
look it
what he
up.
led it? You know what he led it in?
What?
Wins above
Oh,
replacement,
yes. Okay.
which nowadays is a huge stat. Um, so yeah,
It's a
like
good
he played
stat.
100.
It's a good
It is a
stat
good stat. I
because
don't think it make or breaks everything,
no.
but I
And
will
here's what it
say that
does,
it
right? Here's what it
definitely is
does.
important.
Instead of saying, "Oh, this guy had this many hits, this many home runs, so many RBIs," you can just say, "Well, his WAR was 9." So you can just use that one
Which
stat.
is really good. That's
Yeah,
really good.
I don't know if that's actually his
But his
WAR, but I'm just saying
his
as an
was it was
example.
close. It was 7. It was
Oh,
7,
okay. Yeah.
which for the fact that he played on a shitty team, that's really good.
Yeah.
Um,
I know
yeah,
most people
like
think of when most people think of the Diamondbacks, they think of the other dude, but
Ketel Marte, who also
yeah.
happens to be playing on this roster. But I want to point out Perdomo because people don't realize he was an all-star too.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was an all-star, and in the playoffs that one year, he had 275 with a 754 OPS. Like he's not a power hitter. He's not a guy that's going to be a power hitter, but he did make some pretty unreal defensive plays because him and Marte can pretty much switch at shortstop, second base, that platoon. But I think for me, it's the kind of the bat to ball skills. Like this year was this past year. Although again, the Diamondbacks were not good. This past year was his best season by far. Right
Hmm.
in the little over 4 seasons that he played in the MLB. This year he had a 389 on base, 462 slug. So and this is the only year that he hit over double digit amount of homers, 20
Oh,
homers, 100
wow.
RBIs. 27 stolen bases. But again, he's not the type of guy that's going to hit 20 plus homers. But he did an OPS of 851 and a batting average of 290. Like the fact that he still hit 290 with an OPS of 851, that's pretty impressive, right? Stole
They
27
just
bags. And his walk rate was really high. He walked almost 100 times last year, which
they just
the
have
plate
a sick
discipline it was.
they just have a sick lineup, and then they have O'Neal Cruz, who is not good offensively, but he's a very good fielder.
Yeah.
Like that's
And then
it.
of course, the guy that we as Jays fans probably hate a little more, Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, but he's so good. I can't even hate him.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like this is gonna sound bad, but this is kind of like when the Astros won without cheating. I must point out they
Yeah.
still they still were beating teams even after they stopped cheating. So if a lot of people tell me they hate them, which I understand, right? But I still respect them for the fact that even after they got out of that scandal, they were still able to win
No,
the
for
World
sure.
Series and
Yeah.
go there. Like it was the closest thing to a dynasty team until the Dodgers started doing that, right? Like it's kind of the same thing with in the respect aspect, the same thing with Julio Rodriguez. You don't like him because he plays against you, and he played against us in a 7-game ALCS series that could have gone either way in the end. Actually, funny enough, it ended with him because he struck out um, for us to win. But that doesn't take away the fact that the guy is pretty damn good at baseball. So
Well, another dude that is like probably had the best year of his career last year, maybe is Juan Soto. Like,
man,
he's.
he's
I
the
wish.
highest played. He's the highest paid player in terms of overall salary. Because he's making 765 million, but that's over like I think it's 14 years. But
I wish he was a J.
man, I wish a lot of people were Jays.
And then they have two Padres who are still very good, but
Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado.
they're still very good, but like they're kind of like not much in the limelight anymore. And I feel
Yeah,
like that's because San Diego is such a boring team. Like, no offense, but like last
they
season,
also haven't had much success,
yeah,
right?
they're
So
they are a very boring team. They're not very like, which is crazy because they have like stars and they're in California, but like
yeah,
last year they didn't score a lot of runs.
but they get shadowed over by the Dodgers,
The
obviously,
other
and then
team
I
in
think, and then
California.
I think in more recent years they've been shadowed over by the Diamondbacks because they had like those that 1 or 2 year span where they were
Well, the
just like
Diamondbacks made the World
gross.
Series.
Yeah, like they became the team with the lowest regular season record to ever make it to the
And
furthest.
didn't they beat San Diego in the NLCS?
They beat Philly.
They beat Philly, but
They beat Philly.
no. So hold on. Wasn't that the year that the Padres beat the Dodgers? Or am I getting the years confused?
Uh,
I might be getting
let's
the years
see.
confused. Oh, it's okay.
I think no. I think they lost in the wild card
Okay, okay, never mind. Yeah,
because the D-backs swept the Dodgers in the uh
division.
in the division series. Actually, wait. The Padres. Oh, the Padres didn't even make it that year because the Marlins made it.
Oh, I have no recollection of that.
I remember that because the Marlins clinched on like one of the very last days, and then they played 2 games in a wild card series against the Phillies and Philadelphia. On well, I hate to say it, but they Miami stood no chance, which seems to be the case. But yeah,
Um,
so the Padres weren't there.
the
Anyways,
DR's pitching is kind of eh. Like especially
yeah,
their
like
like
the guys who were very good are not as good anymore. The
well,
best arm,
Sandy Alcantara, still everyone's still kind of high on him. He just had a
yeah,
really
yeah,
bad.
he's good, but like Brian Bayo isn't that great.
I thought
Uh,
Brian Bale had a decent year last year. Maybe I was
I
wrong.
think he did, but I think even then he was still like a 3-4 starter on Boston.
Okay, and then Sir Anthony Dominguez, former J, he's solid.
Not. I mean, he's all right.
Yeah, okay, but yeah,
And
this team's
then
very. Sorry, go ahead.
Doval is good.
Oh, Camille
Doval.
Doval, yes, yes, yes. He is very.
Severino's 50-50. He either gives up 10 runs or
I
he
remember
throws 7
Severino had a game
strikes.
against the Jays last year where he was very good.
Yeah. But again, it's kind of a toss. He's also getting older, so it's
Yeah.
but
So yeah, that's Team DR.
anyways.
They're very good.
Yeah.
They should be good. Will they be the best in this pool? We'll
Let's
see
find
this.
out.
There's
We're
another
gonna move
team in
on
this pool
to
that's very good. It's not Israel. Uh, oh God. Okay. When I speak, okay, Israel is not one of those teams. But lots of their players are American born. Like we should recognize some
so
names.
Harrison Bader is
Dean Kramer.
American.
They have the stub.
Oh yeah. It's
They have the
because
Stub brothers.
it's because they're Jewish, right?
Oh,
And yeah,
okay.
the Stubbs brothers.
We have Spencer
Um,
Horwitz.
there's also RJ Schreck, who's a
There's
Jays
also
prospect.
Zach. Is Zach Geloff's brother? Is that him?
Yeah,
Jake
yeah,
Geloff?
yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
or Geloff, yeah, Jake
Oh,
Geloff.
sorry.
Very good.
Harrison
Oh,
Bader.
and Tommy Kahnle.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Yankees reliever who throws like 98 to 99, 100.
Okay, that's pretty good. But this is a pretty solid team. Like if you would think Israel, like you wouldn't think they'd come up with this team, but this team is
Yeah.
not bad
But you know
considering.
what? I'll say this. They've in the recent histories, they have thrown out some pretty half decent rosters.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean? Like they
it's a
haven't
decent team.
they haven't put out the best teams, but they've definitely put out like teams that are competitive enough.
Didn't
By the way,
Harrison didn't Harrison Bader get a really good contract this offseason, or am I thinking of someone
yeah, I'm
else?
pretty sure.
Okay.
By the way, CJ Stubbs also plays in the J system. So
Yes, I
he is
saw. He's in the
he
preseason.
is the
Yes.
younger brother of Garrett Stubbs,
Garrett
who
Stubbs, who,
is like
yeah,
an
he's kind
un
of,
like he's not great as a ball player, but I think I would like to be around him because like I've seen like videos and stuff of him. He's like the happiest person on earth.
oh, that's good.
So,
That's good for
and
him.
he's very like upbeat and like everyone around him seems to be extremely happy. So I think it's good. But how funny that but I mean that's pretty cool. Both brothers get to play for Team Israel at the World Baseball
And
Classic.
now,
Kind of
will
like the Naylor brothers in
CJ,
Canada.
will CJ take Garrett's starting role?
To be
Or,
honest, I
or
don't think so. Just
okay.
because of the fact that Garrett Stubbs has actually played in the MLB. Um, again, he's not a starting catcher, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he is the second catcher
Yeah.
on his team, which is still something. But yeah,
All right. Let's talk about the Dutch. This is a very sneaky team. Like they have lots of really good players. Um,
they're
Kenny
they're
Jen.
the Netherlands are one of those weird teams, weird
Yeah.
countries too. Like you said, it's like Israel. They don't
Like
send out the best.
when you think of baseball, Netherlands is not
Yeah,
like gonna come flying on the top of your head, but
exactly.
they have
Yeah,
good players,
but
man.
like they have maybe one of the best defensive outfielders in Sedan Rafaela.
Oh,
Uh, they have Jurickson Profar, who is a little older, but he can still get it done. They have Kenley Jansen, like you said,
also
who is
their infield.
actually
Also, their
is
infield is very, very good defensively.
I know
Like
Albies Bogarts, and then Didi Gregorius, who can
Gregorius,
forget,
yes.
and
I
then
think Didi Gregorius, sorry to hate on Volpe. I think Didi Gregorius is better than Volpe now.
100%, 100%.
Right? Like I think
And then
Yankees fans will do that trade-off in an instant.
yeah, yeah, man. So of the arms, the only one I recognize is Kenley Jansen,
Kelly Jansen, yeah,
who
same.
was also, by the way, who was a catcher for Team Netherlands before he became a closer. Just
Pitch.
saying.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's actually a
So
video of him picking off a player at second baseman in an international tournament from like while he was playing catcher. It's actually
that's
sick.
crazy. So yeah,
Um, Another name I want to point out is, you know who Andrew Jones is?
he used to play. He used to play for the. Am I thinking about the same one? The guy who played for the Orioles. No, that's
Uh,
Adam Jones. That's Adam Jones.
that's
Andrew
Adam
Jones used to
Jones.
play for the Braves, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He's like he's probably like one of the most underrated. Oh, he's a Hall. Well, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, right? Like he's a Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure. Andrew Jones is a Hall of Famer. He was inducted this year.
Is his brother Drew Jones?
That's actually his kid.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
That's actually his son. That's actually his son. That's Andrew Jones.
His
I
son?
don't know if they call it junior, but or I mean it would be junior, but yeah, it is. But yeah, it is Drew Jones, his son, who was picked, I believe it was second overall
By who?
in the D-backs in the 2022 draft. I don't think he's been doing too hot
Okay. Yeah, in
in the minor
2022,
leagues
I'd expect you to kind of
because he's only in high A in 2025. But hey, he is Andrew Jones's son, so there is some kind of pressure that comes with that, I must say, right? But yeah, that's another name I wanted to point out because he is Andrew Jones, the Hall of Famer. That's his son. But
okay.
uh,
That's the
and then
Dutch.
Chadwick Tromp, shout out.
Chadwick
he
Trump. That's a sick name. I don't know who he
he
is.
he he was a catcher, I believe, for the Braves.
Oh, they all play for
Uh,
the Braves.
he played for the Braves. Or sorry, he still does play in the Braves organization, but I believe he was like sent down to the minor leagues. He's not a guy who plays very often, but he does play in the MLB. So,
All right.
anyways, moving
Nicaragua.
on to
Nick.
Nicaragua.
Thank you for saying their name. So here I recognize where is he? Mark Vientos. He's playing for them, right? No. No. Who am I
Yeah,
thinking of for the
yeah,
Mets?
yeah, yeah.
Is it
Mark
Mark Vientos?
Vientos.
Yeah, okay, he plays for them. By the way, my research stopped here. I didn't make it in time
Fair
to
enough. Fair
yeah,
enough.
right.
But I
So
mean, to be fair, it's them in Venezuela, and Venezuela I already recognize pretty much
no,
all the names
Venezuela has a
there. So
bunch of amazing players, but
yeah,
this team I don't.
Nicaragua. It's literally just. Oh, actually, I recognize. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this guy played in the MLB too.
Bermudez. I recognize the name
It's
Bermudez.
That's not who I'm thinking of. It's Chesler Cuthbert.
Okay.
So
What's his
he played in the MLB for 5 years, and a lot of people don't know this, but I'm pretty sure he was a World Series champion
with who?
because he played Kansas City.
Oh,
So
that
although
team.
he didn't really play, I'm pretty sure he got a ring.
That was such a weird team, wasn't it? Because none of the guys were like jump out
Because
at
like,
you. Yeah,
but
none
uh,
of them
but uh,
jump.
but like as a team together, they were like
They were
unreal.
really good. Yeah, they played
It's,
baseball the
it's
right
kind of
way.
like the Jays this year, right? Like a lot.
Yeah,
There was like the two. There's Vladdy, there's Bo, and
I
like
would compare the Jays more to the Nationals of 2019 than I would the
yeah, in
Royals
the
because
sense
I
that they just all came together
yeah, and
and
also
then
the
just
Nationals had like a couple of really good stars,
yeah,
where the
yeah,
Jays
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah,
had a
yeah. You're
couple of
right.
really good
No, no,
stars.
no, absolutely.
So,
Um,
but the Nationals won. So that's kind of like,
Unfortunate, unlike us. But
yeah.
yeah. So on this roster, I only recognize those two. The rest, I
I
don't
recognize
totally.
Jeter Downs. I know that name.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's in the Red Sox.
Okay.
He made his debut for the Red Sox. I'm pretty sure in like 2022, but he actually doesn't play in the MLB anymore. He plays in
God,
the Korean League.
God dang
Pretty
Venezuela
sure.
stacked. Sorry to get ahead of you, but Venezuela.
I know, dude.
Oh, by the
It's
way, Pablo Lopez is not playing anymore. They have him here, but he's not in.
oh
He's
shit. Well,
injured.
that's
Yeah, that
oh
kind of
yeah, that's
sucks.
right. The surgery,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
he's injured.
but yeah. Anyways, moving on to Venezuela.
Yeah. Sorry,
Probably
sorry,
you're good. It's another
Nicaragua.
one of those rosters that always brings good teams.
Dude,
Like
their pitching is really good.
Like even
Uh,
without Pablo Lopez, they have Herman Marquez, they have Palencia, they have
yeah.
Jose Alvarado, they have Edward Bazardo, who gave up that go-ahead home run to George Springer. Thank you, Bazardo.
Oh, that was him?
Yep,
Thank
it
you.
was. He threw one pitch, he threw a ball. So he threw a ball the first pitch, and the next pitch, so then the second pitch ended up going over the wall. Uh, Shout out Edward
Dude,
Bazardo.
I will always remember this. I was on my way home driving that night, listening to the game on the radio, and like I'm kind of thankful that no cars were around me because like I kind of went nuts hearing that call. It was such a
I mean,
great
as a Jays fan who hasn't had, and as a Jays fan, especially because you and I were born after they won the whole thing,
yeah.
and then this is the first time that we, in 10 years, that the Jays have been good, 10, 11 years. So it's like the whole, not even the city, the whole country freaked out.
Yeah,
Like there was, yeah, like I
I'll always
remember
remember that
watching
moment.
like NHL teams and stuff would were all posting about the Jays because the Jays are the only team in Canada, so all of them like had our back, like had the Jays backs, you know what I mean? So it was sick in the sense that everyone was like part of it.
Yeah,
So
that was a
um
great moment.
yeah. But
Um,
anyways, getting off topic. We're
yeah.
on Team Venezuela. So Yoendris Gomez, I recognize that name. Uh Angel Zerpa,
I'm looking
Jose
down,
Butto.
sorry, and they have
They
a
also have
really good
Rangers. They also have Ranger
Ranger
Suarez
Suarez, yeah. They
And
also
Kiner
have one of the
Contreras.
better catcher combinations in the tournament.
William Contreras. I
And
hate to
so,
say this, but all right, I don't want to disrespect Wilson Contreras, who was pretty good at one point, but I do think his little brother is better.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
They have the better.
I had William Contreras on my fantasy team, and my God, talk about a guy who can just hit the baseball.
He's really good. And
And
Salvador Perez
then,
is still solid.
yeah,
Wait,
you know
no.
what?
America has Cal Raleigh and Will Smith. Shit. Okay,
Yeah,
Venezuela have the,
theirs is probably better, but oh, actually, Wilson Contreras is on this roster too. I didn't even see that. So he's
oh,
just playing it, but he'll be but they transitioned him to first base,
yeah.
probably because of the injuries that he's had. But I
He's with
mean,
the Mets now, right?
uh,
Is he?
is
Oh no, no, no.
it
No, no,
not
no.
St. Louis? Is it not St. Louis?
That was a rumor. That was a rumor. Yes.
Oh no, sorry, he plays for Boston now. But
No, no, but the rumor was the Mets when they lost when they were going through a spiral in the offseason before they signed everybody that they were going to get Contreras to play first,
yeah, that's.
but it never happened. It
I
never.
mean, to be fair, they got Bobichette to play third, so.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, so the Contreras brothers, Michael Garcia is pretty underrated. He plays for Kansas City. He actually plays beside Bobby Witt because
Yeah, he's very good. He's the
they're the
best.
middle infield.
Isn't he the best second base defense? Well, I could be wrong, but he's very good.
It's him and then Luis Arias, who just never strikes out. Gleyber Torres.
And they have a
You handle
Jays. They have a
they do
Jays
have they
representation.
do have a J, Andres Jimenez.
He's not that good on the bat, but he is
But
good.
there, I will say he does bring some random clutch factor where he'll just
Oh,
hit a
bro,
home
remember that
run
homer he hit?
whenever.
I remember that
Or
homer he hit.
remember the two homers that he hit in
Oh
back-to-back
my!
games,
Was
right?
that in the
Like,
Seattle series or the Dodgers?
yeah, 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 yeah. It was
It
the
was the,
Seattle one.
it
Like,
was
I
Seattle.
remember freaking out over that. I was in public when that happened. I
He
remember
is
losing my
bad,
shit.
but he is kind of clutch.
Yeah, like it's like the same. It was like what we were talking about Vladdy. Like his regular season was not necessarily like amazing, but in the playoffs he was unreal. It's
They
kind of the
also
same thing
have
here.
they also have arguably, if healthy, a top three player. in Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh,
I-
100%.
If healthy.
If his knees work, if his
Yeah.
knees stop breaking, he is
That outfield is
absolutely.
that outfield is really good too. Jackson Churro
And
and
also, sorry, uh, when I talked about the Red Sox guy earlier from, I think it was from the Dominican or it was one of the countries earlier. It was one of the earlier ones, Cedar Rafael. I mistaken him with Willier Abreu because Willier Abreu is probably the best defensive center fielder in the MLB right now. Him or Dalton Varsho because Varsho's
oh,
insane.
Marshall's crazy.
But Willier Abreu is pretty unreal in the outfield too. And then they actually have three. Yeah, the Venezuela has three center fielders on this roster because I'm
Yeah,
pretty
their
sure
outfield,
Abreu, Acuna, and Churio all play center field for their
but
respective
they
teams.
only have three outfielders. So what if one of them gets hurt? Can
I mean,
who?
the utility guy Javier
Oh,
Sanoa.
I shoot. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um, I believe he plays for the Marlins. Uh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
he plays for the Marlins. He's still young. He's only 23. Um, he debuted at 22 years old, and he's been playing. You know what? That's right. He won a Gold Glove last year
Oh, good for him.
for the utility position. He won a Gold Glove, and I completely agree with it because like
That
defensively, he's unreal. So they
that
could definitely
utility
use him.
position, how did they like, is it just like an extra guy or is it like somebody who like is a
I
utility
think
player?
I no, I think it's someone who's actually a utility player
Okay.
because they
So like
still
for
have the
example,
yeah.
they can't just give a utility like they can't say, "Oh, Vladimir Guerrero, you didn't win the first base home, but we'll give you as a utility."
No, no, no. They have to
Okay.
play like multiple positions.
I see.
Like Ernie Clement, for
Ernie
example.
Clement, yeah.
I mean, he's a little different because Sanoa, I'm pretty sure Sanoa actually plays in the outfield too. But Ernie Clement plays all the infield
Dude,
spots. Like he's
you
kind
know
of a
who the
utility
best
player.
utility player of all time was? Brock Holt. You remember Brock Holt from the Red Sox?
Yeah, man. Guy would play. He would in the same game. He would play second, and then he would play third, and then he'd be in like center field, and then he'd be in
Dude,
left field. Like
in MLB The Show, they literally had secondary positions, everything except for catcher.
yeah, like the guy. There's a reason they call him the Brock Star, and that's because like
He literally played everything.
yeah, talk about a guy who you could literally put anywhere without any problem. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah. So that's
that's it.
Team Venezuela. That ends the pool and effectively the this episode. But we
Hold on,
still
we have
need
to
to
do
do our
predictions.
prediction. I know, I know. I was getting
What do
there.
you mean, man? Don't
We still
leave.
have to do. We got to do
Okay,
our predictions.
I'm gonna have an upset here because I haven't had no upsets, so I need to throw one just crazy one. All right, so I'm gonna put. Hold on, Israel last.
Oh,
No, sorry, Nicaragua. Oh God, this name.
yeah, Nicaragua.
Them last, then Israel. Okay, okay, now I'm gonna put Dominican third, just because you know what?
Whoa.
Just because you know. Listen, obviously they have the best team in this group, but I need to be controversial somehow. Okay, so I'm gonna put them third.
Yeah, we
Okay,
need to get people to shit on you in our
exactly.
non-existent comment section.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I need to maybe catch some headlines, maybe get some clicks.
You need to just tell everyone that you think that the
Okay.
Dominicans finishing third.
Dominican will lose every no, I'm not gonna say that. Second
But
place,
they won't be as good as they should be.
yeah, in second place I'll put the Dutch, and the first I'll put Venezuela. Because
That's
why
crazy.
not?
I would say if this was 10 years ago, I could see that. I could see the Dutch finishing second, but I'm gonna go Dominican. I know. Everyone's gonna be like, well, it's boring, but I also know base. Not saying that you don't or that anyone else doesn't,
Well,
but
I
I know
don't know.
baseball pretty well,
I
and
don't know as much as
think
you,
fair
but
enough, fair
but
enough. But you
but
know enough.
yeah,
You definitely know
obviously
enough.
the Dominican has the best team in the pool, but I have to be controversial somehow.
But
Okay.
I would say this. I could definitely see them getting upset. Because like I'm pretty sure it's
They
not
in the
it's
last World Baseball Classic, they also had a very, very, very good team. They didn't make the knock. They didn't make the semifinals. I don't
yeah,
think.
you're right. Actually, that's true. They didn't
Right?
make the knockout round.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna look at the I'm gonna go to that part really quickly of the
Also,
like the 2023 one because
also,
we
I
do have
don't
a little bit
like
of time, but
all these pundits saying, "Oh, this is a stupid tournament." Why? Because
oh, okay, you want to hear something crazy?
after Edwin Diaz got hurt, that's what they were in the last tournament. That's what they were all talking about. See, this is why we
Man, like,
shouldn't.
but
This
again,
is
that's
why.
like the whole argument that anyone can get hurt, right? Like, stupid.
This is why he
But
shouldn't
here's
be playing. It
here's
doesn't
here's
mean
what I'm
anything.
gonna here's what I'm gonna tell you. This is something you might not remember because I, to be honest, don't totally remember either. But your homeland, Italy,
Italy.
and Australia made the quarterfinals over the Dominican Republic.
What can I say as Italians? We just
So
have
of
it.
the eight teams, the DR did not make it because
What can
oh,
I?
that's right. The
They
Dominican
lost.
went
They
two
lost to
and they went two and
Venezuela.
two. So they
Didn't they
lost
lose
to
to
Venezuela and they lost to Puerto Rico,
Puerto
which
Rico? And that's
makes
the game
sense.
where
But
Edwin Diaz got hurt. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, because that's where they clinched the spot.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll say this for my prediction. I think Venezuela is going to finish first because that's actually what happened last time. I think the Dominicans are going to come second, and then it'll be the Dutch, so Netherlands, and then Israel, and then Nicaragua.
All right.
So
And then
ours is
really
pretty much the
quickly,
same with that little
and then
sprinkle, but
and then really quickly, who's winning the tournament?
as a Canadian, I hate to say this, but
USA.
I
USA.
think I think the Americans are going to take the whole thing,
I agree.
um, just because of their
Their
all
pitching,
around
their pitching is really
consistency.
good.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if a team has great pitching and like average
Great hit.
other stuff,
Yeah,
like sure.
exactly.
But here's the
But
thing.
they have great pitching and great hitting.
They have unreal pitching. They have unreal bats and they have guys who can play defense. Like their two catchers alone would probably scare me considering I also have PTSD from Will Smith hitting that go ahead homer against us. But again,
Dude,
that
you want to know what's
again,
crazy about that? That gets lost in the shuffle, how Shane Bieber kind of choked that game away. But even
yeah.
in the bottom half of that inning, we had a chance.
We had a chance in every inning.
Like
Like,
we had a chance in the bottom half of that inning to freaking to tie the game.
yeah, man. But yeah. So, uh, like again, looking at their roster, their worst players aren't even bad necessarily.
Yeah. And by the way,
Except for Brad Keller as a starter. If you put him in a relief role, he's unreal. But
and also the Canada team winning the basketball Olympic gold medal is not the equivalent of the USA hockey team winning the gold medal. I saw
exactly
that.
because the U.S. is a powerhouse in
I
hockey too.
no, but not just that. I saw that on like a show that I won't name. Um, they were talking about, oh, if Canada wins the Olympic basketball gold medal, can we then negate the fact that America won the hockey one?
No,
No,
because there's
no, because
yeah,
Canada is the only hockey is the only thing that Canada can say we should be the best at.
for sure.
America, basketball is not that. So they have other things too. They have football, like they own football. That's why there's no international.
They have baseball,
Yeah.
which they tend to bring pretty good teams at all the international tournaments, even in their amateur teams too. Like their 18U, their collegiate national teams, their 15U teams. They all tend to kill pretty much everyone they play.
What would be the
Uh,
equivalent of USA beating Canada in hockey is if somehow Canadians develop a really good football team and then beat USA football. But that will
yeah,
never, ever, ever, ever
no,
happen.
exactly.
Ever. So that
So
would be the equivalent. But then no.
so
Um,
I think it's unfair to say that about American hockey because they are. I would even say nearly just as good as we are.
um
I would say they're
no,
getting there.
player for player, yes. Um,
I
no,
would say for
player for player, no. But as a team, yes.
yeah, a team
Like,
by team, yes, for
dude, look
sure.
at the first line. Like, no offense to Matthew Kachuk. Who was on the American first line? Matthews, Kachuk, and
No, I'm pretty sure it was the Kachuk brothers on the wings and then Eichel in the middle.
okay, that's a very, very good first line. Like, extremely good. But it does not compare to McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini on
No,
paper.
no, for
right?
sure.
So that's what I'm saying.
But again, it would be unfair to say that their win was a fluke. They definitely deserve it 100%.
Oh,
They
let's not get into that argument where people were saying Canada was a better team. Enough with that crap. Okay. Listen,
listen, the better team is the one that wins.
I hate to break this to people, but if you don't take your chances, then you can't label yourself as the better team. Okay?
Yeah, and like it's like the Jays. People said the Jays were the better team throughout the whole World Series, but guess
Sure.
what? It didn't mean shit
It
because we
didn't
didn't
mean
win
nothing.
we didn't win the last two games. And I hate to say it, but we blew it. We absolutely blew it. And the Dodgers were 100% the better team because they ended
I
up
think,
on
can I
top.
have I have a hot take here. I think game six is worse than games. No, I don't really believe that, but like
Uh,
some,
eh.
but like
To be honest, I knew we were going to lose game 6 because of the guy
game
that
six
was
was
standing
more
around.
shocking because it happened so fast.
Yeah,
Like it went from being a runner on second and third and no out to
to a
like
double play.
the game literally being over like 30 seconds
I
later.
know. But yeah, anyways,
All right, that was our
I
world
think we're
base.
done because I'm gonna like lose my shit if
That
we.
was a long episode. I'll probably whatever. I'll
It'll
see what
go
I
into
do with it.
like pool. Yeah, we'll see. But I mean,
Yeah.
probably pool by pool by pool. So like four different videos. I think pools A, B, C, and D. But I'll tell you this. We definitely had a lot to talk about, and I think it's definitely gonna be interesting to listen to and watch.
Yes. All right. Thank you everybody so
All
much
right,
for
guys.
watching. Uh
Thanks
like,
so much for watching.
subscribe, all that shit, man. I don't know. Subscribe if you want. Like,
Spread the page to your friends.
though, I mean,
We'll
I'm not
see.
gonna tell you to do that shit. When people on YouTube say that to me, I'm like, man,
It's okay. We'll spread it out.
how
But
often, answer this truthfully, how often have you shared a video to a family member?
never.
Okay,
So just
thank you.
how about this? Just
Your
like the
friends,
content. Like and subscribe to the
your
content.
friends, yes. Family, no.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
bye. Bye, everyone.
Anyways, guys, enjoy. Take care. Go Canada.